The horses that showed up last night and won first, second, third, fourth, they're going to be hard to beat the rest of the week. But it gave the girls a chance to kind of feel the other ones out. And Butch, we know this is going to be a fast time every night, fast-paced, because they're also dragging at 8 to help the ground.
Yeah, that certainly helps, doesn't it, Joe?
Unbelievable. I'm so glad they're doing it. Because, this is the toughest event in rodeo. It's just, if you make one blip, you're going to win about 8th or 10th, you know.
Timed in hundredths of a second. There's no room for error here. Watching Jimmy Smith right there, dry her hands off, take those deep breaths. That gives you an idea of the pressure that they're under as we get this underway.
Huge amount of pressure. That's a good look at how big this arena is. You know, those barrels are right out in the middle of it. 2 good turns for Jimmy. Much better. Last night she had an 18.81. Had a little trouble. She fixed it. She's going to be the first girl out. She's going to set a very tough pace. You bet. 17.04. Man.
You know, Butch, last night she had a great run going, and at the third barrel, it's like, looked up and saw those cattle or something and went to them, but not tonight.
No, that was impressive.
Haley Kinsel won last night with a time of 17.18. We've already beat that. Here comes Tiani Schuster. She was number 2 last night.
Well, and you talked about it, Jeff, that one year she just won everything. This is a horse she won most of it on. Got him back sound this year and ready rolling. Good run, kind of gets a little by the third, it looked like, but that way she had a good push to come straight back across. She's going to finish at 17.28.
Yeah, that's a good run as
that
well.
Is
and you know, Showmance is so deceiving. He looks like he just loped.
And this is standard pattern, so anything but 3 or under is great.
Here comes Joe Wilson, her first Wrangler NFR.
Blue Dean, nice first barrel. That's the important part. Get that first barrel down, come out of it in good shape, set yourself up for the second. So far, it is a tough round. 17.04, 17.28. What can Blue Dean do? Not bad. 17.43. That would have got a check last night, so right now she's third.
Right to Shelly Morgan. Made her first Wrangler NFR back in 2009. This is only the second time she's been here.
Yeah, and some of those horses, some of the girls, they send them from way back there. Shelly's going to ease down through there as long as she can, and then turn him loose and send him to the first. All right, horse got a lot of rate and turn, first barrel. Look how far it is across to the second. It's a ways across there. You got to sit down, drive all the way into the turn. Third barrel closer to the fence than any other barrel. She's around it. Now it's a horse race home. Straight line as fast as you can go across the timer. 17.20. Good run, goes to second. They're going to get, these horses to get figuring this out, it's going to be tough.
Oh, Stevie Hillman, the Lone Ranger start right there.
Yeah, here comes Truck. Looks like he came all the way from Waco. Nice first barrel. Around the second in good shape. Well, I love this big bay. He's kind of looking around a little bit. Good turn on the third, though, so that's important. Watch the clock. It's fast tonight. 17.40 puts her fourth.
Jessica Rotier next to go. It's got to give you a little bit of perspective. That third barrel is just kind of right there, probably be between the pitcher's mound and home plate.
Yeah, and that first barrel's by itself, and that yellow mare went and hunted it up. Good money barrel, good first turn. 2 down, and watch all the way down this third. It's a setup barrel for the last turn. Oh, she does a good job of getting her by, but that's going to cut the time too. But she had to do all she could to push her by and not hit it, and the clock shows it at 17.47. But that's a lot better than a down barrel. Penalties would kill you.
Cheyenne Wimberly. They're coming from center field too.
Kind of a unique setup too, Butch. More like the rodeo setup, coming down the middle where you can see the first barrel.
Yeah, it's a little better, isn't it?
Yeah, Vegas, it hides it pretty bad. You can see it here.
Cheyenne. Little wide, came out just a hair low on that first one. Much better on the second. You can see the ground, it's getting pretty deep before the next drag that's coming. Good turn on the third, so now it's just a matter of how quick this horse can get out of here. 17.49, much faster today.
Yeah, and you can see her trying to get him across that line. He kind of let up right there at the timer, Butch.
Brian Padone, her first Wrangler NFR, 13th last night.
Yeah, horse stepped on a shoe and bent a shoe completely in two, about pulled her down at the third barrel. Tonight, she knows where the barrels are. Ooh, she goes by the first barrel quite a bit. Now you got to make up time. That's hard to do. 2 are down, all the way to the third now. This is the one last night where the horse stepped on his shoe and about fell down. She gets him by, clips it going in, but it doesn't fall down. The clock's going to show the time. 17:71. The time was lost at the money barrel, the first barrel.
Man, with all that went on, that's still pretty fast at 17:71. We're going to take a ride-through break, and we're coming right back. I'm glad you guys are back with us. Well, a big part of the opening ceremonies was the governor from South Dakota. She's standing by with Amy Wilson.
The South Dakota Governor, Kristi Noem, carried the American flag at the Wrangler National Finals Rodeo, and if the applause was any indication, she had a lot of fans in the sport of rodeo. Governor, South Dakota recently had 3 rodeos be awarded as Rodeos of the Year in the PRCA. How proud are you of South Dakota for stepping up for professional rodeo in such a huge way this year?
Yeah, I'm just so thrilled and proud of our state. The people in our state are the best, and they obviously know how to put on a good rodeo, and they've done it for generations. So I'm glad the rest of the country got to see the excellent entertainment and good-hearted fun that they provide.
Being a cowgirl yourself, how does that impact you in politics?
Well, I just think the rodeo is the most patriotic, loving sport and family-friendly sport. So the fact that the rest of the country has had the chance to embrace it this year and really see what an example South Dakota is just means the world to me personally as a governor. I am a cowgirl, so it's part of my heart, and I'm glad the rest of the country is getting to enjoy it too.
Well, I know you love America. It's so great to have you at the Wrangler National Finals Rodeo. South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem.
Here comes Emily Miller. She was so fun to watch at last year's Wrangler NFR. 12th last night. She's got some ground to make up.
Yeah, she does. Chongo hung up just a little bit, hung up again on that second barrel. So he's kind of coming up out of the ground on his turns. Good third turn, but I think those first 2 barrels are going to hurt her overall time. 17:46, that place last night. I don't think that's going to be able to get a check tonight.
Man, just about everything has just kind of been in the mid-17s or better. Jimmy Smith still has that lead at 17:04. Lisa Lockhart put together a heck of a run last night. Just clipped that third barrel. It cost her winning the go-around, and look for her to come back and drive a little angry here tonight.
Yeah, and that first barrel, you know, that's the money barrel. She just turns it good. She goes the left barrel first. Last night, she just drug the third barrel over. She's got to get one more jump past it. She did tonight, barely. And the clock is going to be her friend tonight. Ride hard all the way across the timer. 17:34. You know, that goes to 4th, but Butch, when she started wanting to hit the third again, she had to do all she could to get by it.
Yeah, you think it's easy to get on one of these.
Exactly.
It's amazing how good these girls ride.
Wenda Johnson, her first Wrangler NFR.
Okay, Wenda sizes up that third and final barrel. Again, you know, her first 2 barrels weren't maybe the best turns we've seen. Of course, she's got some speed leaving there. 17:78. If she could have cleaned her first 2 barrels up, probably had a chance to win something.
Brittany Barnett, Stephenville, Texas. Didn't have to travel too far to get to this year's Wrangler NFR. First time she's made the big party.
Sino Paint from the back of the alley because he will not run by. Here he goes, turns. Now, kind of gets on the back side of it, though. Kind of washes out the back, lets the back end get away from him. In the second barrel, now it's all the way to the third. Right-hand turn is only, there's been 1 horse turn that way already in this drag. Ground was good, held up. Now it's a horse race, and you got to go all the way across the timer. 17:74. Doesn't get close to what's winning money tonight.
Jessica Telford, 7th in the round last night. There's a look at how tough it is. 17:04. Keep in mind, Kinzel won last night with a time of 17:18, and Kinzel and Brittany Posey, the top 2 barrel racers in the world, they're still yet to work.
Yeah, Jessie, she and Cool Whip, they were 17:59 last night. Just missed placing. So if she can speed that up, see Cool Whip is a great little mare. Hunts those barrels, Jessie gets out of there, good run. Picked her a little more time up, took a 10th off at 17:49.
2 barrel racers left. They sit 1-2 in the world. Here comes Brittany Posey Tanazi. Came here number 1, got bumped to number 2 last night, even though she wound up 3rd in the round last night.
Yeah, and she's going back and forth on her horses. She's going to try to get all the runs out of both of them. Round the first barrel, on the second. Think about, ooh, it's a big slip right there. You can see the back leg run way out. It's going to take some time off the clock, but she gets around the third one home. Maybe not the run she had last night, but the second barrel, big slip, and let out just a little bit running out, 17:55. She's not going to get money tonight.
And that leaves Haley Kinzel. She's won the last 2 world titles, chasing world title number 3. With a win last night, she moved to #1 in the world and obviously #1 in the average, but it's early. But how impressive has she been with sister? They've been unbeatable at Thomas and Mack, and so far they've been unbeatable at Globe Life.
Yeah, ran a 17-18 last night. That would not win the round tonight, though. She's going to have to pick it up just a little bit. Sister lies much cleaner, faster looking run, in my opinion. Now watch the clock, because it's the last girl out, and it's going to be fast.
Wow.
17:09. Holy cow. She doesn't win the round, but she gets a very impressive second place.
Her and that Marty Yates are making a big run for that gold, though.
Aren't they?
Marty's way behind. Haley's not, Butch. That mare is unbeatable.
She is unreal.
If I had to give her a nickname, it'd be ATM, because I'm telling you, she can crank out the cash. Jimmy Smith, barely 17:04. Kinzel was at 17:09. But Jimmy Smith, who's #5 in the world standings, she's going to get the win tonight. She was extremely impressive. Her first ever Wrangler NFR, and she seems very comfortable here at Globe Life as she notches a win. There's a look at our results brought to you by Justin Boots. The big story, Haley Kinzel. First last night, second tonight, but it's Jimmy Smith.